We are learning on Daf Kafchet Amud Aleph. We are the fourth big line. Right? There are skinny lines, a little bit fatter, and then, right, much wider lines. So it's the fourth one of those. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, it says. Right? V'shel musafin kol hayon. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. So if a person prays, so you could pray musaf the entire day. However, Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, v'nikra poshea. Even though technically you could pray musaf kol hayom, if you do, you are called a poshea, which is someone that's negligent, meaning that you're doing the wrong thing. Okay, it's an inappropriate thing to do. Tanu Rabbanan, the rabbis learned in a Braita, Hayu lefanav, there were in front of him, shetei tefilot, two tefilot, achat shemincha, v'achat shemusaf, one of mincha and one of musaf. Mitpalel shemincha, v'achar kach mitpalel shemusaf. He should first pray mincha, then pray musaf. Shezu tadira, v'zu eina tadira, because this one is always and this one is not always. And as you remember from beforehand, we learned a klal, tadir, v'eino tadir, tadir kodem. Anytime you have something you do always, something you don't do always, the always comes first. So the Tana Kama says, the Rabbanan say that you pray mincha first. Rabbi Yehuda mitpalel shemusaf v'achakach mitpalel shemincha. First musaf de mincha shezu mitzvah over v'zu eina mitzvah over. Because the time for mincha is not passing so quickly, according to Rabbi Yehuda, and the time for Musaf is going to be over at 1 o'clock, right? At Sheva Sha'ot. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, so Rabbi Yochanan says, Halachaz mitpalel shel mincha, v'achakach mitpalel shel musaf. First mincha, then musaf, right? Just like the Chachamim, just like the Tana Kama. Rabbi Zera, ki hava chalish migirsei. Rabbi Zera, when he was tired from his learning, hava azil, he would go, v'yativ apitcha deber Rabbi Natan bar Tovi. He would go and sit by the door of the Beit Midrash of Rabbi Natan bar Tuvi. Amar, so Rabbi Zera would say, Ki chalfei Rabbanan, when the rabbis will pass me by, as then ekum mikamayo, I'll stand up in front of them, vakabel agra, and I'll receive reward. Nafak, he went out. A nafak ata Rabbi Natan bar Tovi. So Rabbi Natan bar Tovi went out and he came in front of Rabbi Zera. Amar lei, man amar halacha b'midrasha. So Rabbi Zera said to Rabbi Natan, who said the halacha today in the Beit Midrash? Who? Amar lei. So Rabbi Natan answered, Hachi amar Rabbi Yochanan. This is what Rabbi Yochanan said. Ein halacha ka Rabbi Yehuda. Halacha is not like Rabbi Yehuda. De amar, Rabbi Yehuda said, mitpalel adam shemusaf achar kach mitpalel shemincha. First pray musaf, then mincha. Rather, halacha is like the Tana Kama, who says, first you pray mincha, then musaf, because we do the thing that is tadir first. Amar le Rabbi Yochanan. Amar le Rabbi Yochanan Amara. So Rabbi Zera said the Rabbi Yochanan, like that he said this, really? Amar le. So Rabbi Natan said, yeah, of course he said this. Tana mine arba'in zimnin. So right there, and then Rabbi Zera learned this from Rabbi Natan 40 times. Amar le. So when Rabbi Natan saw this, Rabbi Natan asked him, Chada hilach or chadat hilach? Is this the only halacha you know from Rabbi Yochanan, and that's why it's so precious to you? Or is it chadat? Or is it new? Is it chadash? Meaning, did you think someone else said this, and now you see, oh, it's not someone else, rather it's Rabbi Yochanan, that's why you're so careful to learn it, so you shouldn't make that mistake in the future. Amar le, so Rabbi Zera answers, chadat hi li. It is new for me, meaning I thought someone else said it. Mishum, because the mesapkali Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, because I had a safek, I had a doubt if the halacha was like Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi or not, if this halacha was said by Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. And I see it was really Rabbi Yochanan that said that the halacha is not like Rabbi Yehuda, rather the halacha is like the Rabbanan. Fine. Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi says, Kol hamitpalel tefillah shemusafim la'achar sheva sha'ot. Anybody that prays musaf after 7 hours, according to Rabbi Yehuda, alav hakatuv omer, about it the pasuk says, Nugei mimoed asafti mimech hayu, right? That from a time mourning and destruction will happen because of time. So now the first question is, so we see from this pasuk that if a person delays their tefillah, so in this case we're talking about musaf, if you delay musaf past 7 hours, according to Rabbi Yehuda, you're going beyond the proper time, and since you're delaying the tefillah, we see from this pasuk in the Navi Tzafanya, that if you delay, because of delaying the tefillot, destruction happened amongst Am Yisrael. So the Gemara asks, "My mashma, how is it implied that this word nugei is lishna de tavrahu?" Who says that this word nugei is the lashon means tavra, destruction? Who says it's destruction? Kidimit hargem Rav Yosef, as Rav Yosef once explained. Tavra ate al sonem de Beit Yisrael. Destruction should happen on the enemies of Israel. And as I said to you once, when we say the enemies of Israel, that's another way of saying Am Yisrael. So destruction should happen, God forbid, to Am Yisrael. Al the achru zimne mo'adayat b'Yerushalayim. Destruction happened to Am Yisrael because they delayed the times of tefillah. Right, the times of tefillah. Therefore, there is destruction in Yerushalayim. Amar Rabbi Elazar. Rabbi Elazar says, "Kol mitpalel tefillah shel shacharit la'achar arba shot." Anyone who prays tefillah shacharit after 4 hours, Rabbi Yehuda, according to Rabbi Yehuda, meaning after 4 hours, according to him, it's late. Alav hakatuv omer. About in the pasuk says, "Nugei mimoed asafti mimech hayu." The same pasuk, because of the time, you'll have nugei. Right? What is nugei? My mashma, how is it understood that this nugei, that this word nugei is lishna de tzarahu, is a word of pain. Dichtiv, as the pasuk says, dal fanavshi mituga. My soul will cry out because of pain. Tuga, right? Person cries out of pain, not for other things. Rav Nachman or Yitzchak said, no, I'll show you that nugei means pain from a different place. Amar Mihacha, he says from a pasuk in Megillat Eicha that we read on Tisha B'Av. Betuloteha nogot v'himarla. Its young women will nogot. It means sigh, like when the girls will sigh during the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, like it's a lashon of tsar. They'll be in pain. V'himarla, and it is bitter for it, meaning for Yerushalayim.